Hello and welcome. I'm the 7-star general. My name's Caleb. Welcome to the stream. And tonight, oh, you're drinking coffee. Well, it's not going to be a long stream tonight because I do have to work in the morning. So we'll be done probably around midnight tonight. We'll just get a good start on it as we are playing Victoria 3, The Great Wave. This is the Morgenröte Dawn of Flavor mod. We're going to be starting a new playthrough as the Netherlands. So we're going to pop in here. We're going to keep with the jazz tonight as our music of choice for the playthrough. And let's pop in and play. If you're here for college basketball, that is tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Central. And in one more thing when it comes to sports games, I did see the college football Madden presentation, and I was impressed for the first time. Cautiously impressed. I have looked up what it costs on PC. I'll discuss more tomorrow night. So I'm leaning towards playing it, as it does look good. All right, pop in. But do not fret, Victoria fans. Victoria will have at least 1 or 2 days a week once we start playing that other game. Probably 2. So we'll see. Victoria and Hearts of Iron and all that kind of stuff. So do not fret. All right, so we're playing Victoria 3. We're going to go to a new game. We could do the thriving culture goals again. I don't know if these goals really mean anything. Let's go ahead and hit any country. Hey, what's up, man? You pray for 2, yep. It is me. All right, so I did use a map mod, and then I modded the map mod. So I thought this text looked better than the Victoria 2 text they had that you could barely read. So, what's up, man? So we're going to be the Netherlands. They, 6 years earlier, just lost Belgium out of their realm and have been knocked out of the great power status. They still have their colonies. The Dutch Indies, they got, I think they got, let's see, what else do they got? The Dutch has got some stuff here in the Caribbean. I think it's just Indonesia here. I don't think they got a... No, I don't think they got an Indian port. And then they got this little piece of Africa. So fun. So let's pop in. So the theme for this playthrough, let's pop into the game quick. Okay, so the theme for our Netherlands playthrough is going to be it's going to be greatness through order. So in real life, they kind of accepted their place as a second-tier nation and just tried to like protect themselves through compromise. And they had like this pillarism, it's called, or stuff like that. Like I did a quick overview of Victorian Netherlands history. And because of the compromise, they didn't fall to a lot of the extremism either way of the continent. Well, we're going to decide that they want glory again as a nation and that they're going to do it through order since they've been beat up. And so our first job, and we don't know which way it's going to go. Our goal is going to be to centralize, but we're not going to stick to a certain way to centralize. Centralize and, of course, imperialize. Maybe. So we could go council republic or corporate state. The goal's probably going to go towards like either a corporate state or an absolute presidential dictatorship or a monarchy. So we're probably going that route. We're probably not going to be a theocracy or a parliament. So we're probably going to be corporate state. Let's see. I don't think we'll be going social monarchy, even though that is the figurehead version. It's probably going to be more towards our... We'll probably try to float towards corporate state. With that, we will probably be trying to go to a single party state as well. Technocracy or autocracy, like autocracy, oligarchy. I'm going to try not to be a technocracy. We've been it a couple times. If it happens to happen, fine. But a single party state would probably be more what we're going for here. And then what's the other thing we're going for? We are going for, I mean, national supremacy seems pretty good. We'll probably stay there. May go to, I think national supremacy, I think we're pretty happy with this. I don't think we'll go to subjecthood. I think we'll just stay to national supremacy. We'll see, we'll see. But we will not be taking multiculturalism, and we will not be taking cultural exclusion. So anything, the other ones, at least with our order, whoop. Yeah, move that over. The new thing. The new, here, I'll put that behind me. That's a new, the new mod that I just moved behind me, and that is stats and ledger, where you can look at things in stats and ledgers. Hey, what's up, Rollins? So here we'll probably be going corporate. We're going to be going either cooperative ownership or command economy. So if you haven't noticed, for those that have played Victoria 3, you're noticing that we could go into we could go communist with this setup if it goes this way. Yeah, I saw. It could go communist, it could go the bad guys, it could go authoritarian. We're open to any of those, to be honest. So we are open to any of those type of governments. Probably be more protectionism eventually. So we'll see where the people take us, along with our other stuff. So I don't know if I like that there. I might put that there. Put it out of the way, pretty much. Okay. So this new mod that I got, let's click it once. So we got stats. You got GDP, GDP per capita, GDP share, population, fiscal. Oh, I guess this is like weekly income, total expenses, credit limit, gold reserve limit. So basically it gives you a visual representation of a bunch of stats. Prestige level. We're at 65 prestige. I thought it was pretty cool. Army projection. Flotillas. Ooh, our authority level, authority used. Politics and society, legitimacy, electoral confidence, loyalists, radicals, radical population. I guess eventually we'll get the state stuff too. So that's the stats mod, and then we got the ledger mod, which shows us our monthly difference in GDP, population, net income, stuff like that, standard of living. And we get to see our monthly and our yearly breakdowns of our stuff. So that's more stats, more stuff for people if they want to analyze things like that. All right, let's take a look at our research. I would like... We start with... Nationalism, rotary press. We already have a lot of cool stuff. General staff, power the purse, crane, screw frigate, messenger pigeons, fieldworks. Let's see. We got actually a lot of good stuff to start off with. Modern sewage. And then we start doing... Oh, we already have romanticism. Holy cow. And corporate charters. Wow. Irrationalism. Wow. We got actually pretty good starting laws here. I am not complaining. Alright, so we'll probably go this route. Alright. Should be enough lined up. Right, exactly. Yeah. So... let's see here... Alright, so we are... we're going to empower... I'm going to start off by empower the intelligentsia. We're going to start right off the bat with a 1, 2, 3. Okay, we can't build over there, we can only build here. Whoops, whoops, whoops. Oh, wow, I built 10 of each. No, I pressed the wrong button. Not the game plan. Not a winning game plan right there. A little bit of a wrong button press. That would have been a shock. Alright, so we got that. Then let's go... Opera House in Holland. We're gonna pop some universities. We are going to go hard innovation. And after that, it's going to be logging camps. We don't have any iron mines. Yikes. Whaling. And then I guess bananas. Ooh, we're gonna need to expand. I don't see some of this being sustainable. Woo, we're gonna hurt for a bit. Yeah, we're gonna definitely need to expand. There's a colony down here, right? Oh, it's not owned by us though. It's owned by a colony group. All right. We'll need a lot of paper. I did the control again. Ah, I hate that. What happened to the Dalai Lama Empire? We hit a whole bunch of bugs at the end of the run. And we got to about, was it almost 1920? So, but we hit like a ton of bugs at the end of that run. Something in the economy collapsed, and it's happened to me before with this mod. And I don't know if it's the mod. It might be something else that triggers it in the mod package. Like, it might not be the main mod. But it definitely hurts. So, oh, we'll do an instrument factory as well. A couple of those. But yeah, we ended up, we got a technocracy, which is, we really kind of weren't going for that. But we got a technocracy, and we got, we tried to get state atheism, but it didn't work. So, ooh, we don't have tools either. We are back, what is? All right. I think we're good. Let's hit it 5. How's our government looking? Right now it's the landowners and the evangelicals. But also the computer is much faster now. We can establish companies already. Oh, we can establish a paper company right now. Yes, please. That also means stop building paper. I'm gonna get the pump primed with the paper. And I guess our other question is, well, we don't have any iron. We're gonna have to get a supply of iron. From somewhere. I guess we have it in our market. Funny when you set up all your stuff first. All right. So that's going to be after universities. Okay, we're gonna pop publishing company. Cool. All right. Dude, ever since I upgraded the gaming computer, not only does it run smooth, it runs fast. And I actually can't run the game sometimes with some of the dialogue boxes, because it'll just go away. And then I really do like the font here. This is, I think it's called Figura Variable. And I don't know. I like the legibility of it at different levels. I went in and took a map mod and then modified a map mod, so modified a text file. So I really like it. Reminds me of those like candies from the time. All right. Yeah, I think we're ready. We're ready to hit start. I don't know why we're negative already. We'll go ahead and sponsor a balloonist. Do pot stills. We'll do lathes and precision tools. Leaded glass. I'm gonna go with wrought iron tools. We're not gonna go all the way to steel yet. Sulfite. And if we gotta build stuff in the new world, we'll build stuff in the east or whatever you call it. Slaughterhouses. Okay. Market squares. Go unlit streets for now. Save filing cabinets. All right. Holland will have the humanities. Friesland will have mathematics. Geltry will have natural history. We'll do natural history in Guyana and math in the Dutch West Indies. We'll go with sawmills. Fishing trawlers, whaling fleet. Ports will be cargo ports. All right. Actually, you got a lot of stuff here. What else we got going on? Soft shell instrument cases. We'll do industrial. Okay, so we got newspapers. So Holland is going to be the business newspaper. Geltry is going to be the... It could either be... Well, we could leave it as the daily newspaper. We'll leave it as the daily newspaper. Observatory. Do a chemistry lab. We have an early weather station. And a team of human computers. We have an unused chemist already. Hey, theorize an element for us. Hey, thank you. How can something be missing that you don't know exists? And we are going to continue to use our favorite narrator. Come on, phone. I'm the operator. Hey, thank you, Ed. I appreciate it. Thank you for the 10 jewels. All right. Oh, I think I accidentally closed ChatGPT here. All right. Got it in. Also, it did work, Ed, to the year thing you said. I put that in the instructions and it worked. We conquering today? We're the Netherlands. We're just starting. Probably Belgium, though. At least, maybe even a little bit Brazil, because we need the land to like expand. It did not like the parentheses. You know what? I'm going to leave it and see what happens. It might make some noises. I don't know what's going to happen here.
A missing element?
Right.
Event in Holland. In his recent research, Dr. Martens has determined that, given current knowledge, there must be other unknown elements. It is still unknown how exactly these can be determined, but a hypothesis should soon be formulated. The term elements, stoicheia, was first used by Greek philosopher Plato around 360 BCE in his dialogue Timaeus, which includes a discussion of the composition of inorganic and organic bodies and is a speculative treatise on chemistry. Plato believed the elements introduced a century earlier by Empedocles were composed of small polyhedral forms: tetrahedron, fire; octahedron, air; icosahedron, water; and cube, earth. How can something be missing that you don't know exists?
All right. So we have Dr. Martin Martens. He's a physician, surgeon, chemist, botanist, meticulous, and an author of nonfiction of the Intelligentsia, Catholic Dutch, in Gelre. So, cool. And he's 38. Chemist and a physician. So we used him as a chemist. Is there anybody else? Anybody want to be a geologist? How about a biologist? How about a naturalist? No? Physician? Oh, we already hired him. Nobody? How about in the natural cast? Got a writer. Who are you? An abolitionist from the rural folk. It's always the 1700s and 1900s, yeah. Let's see, we got Guillaume Groen van Prinsterer. Names are going to be awesome. He's a theocrat. Protestant Dutch. Persistent and pious. Ooh, persistent. You can't shut the man up. There's Martin as an author of nonfiction and all his stuff. What we got here? Horse rider. Oh, we got a painter. Oh, we have a painter. Huh. Andreas Scheffelsohn. Any mods? Yeah, lots of mods. The total mod list and orders in the YouTube description. The main one is Morgenröte, the Dawn of Flavor, and that's what we're in right now. And another awesome mod that is here. The steamboat whistle. That is all it does. I found it bizarre and wanted to add it. Alright. I mean, you have to, right? You know, every once in a while. That's what you sound like after Taco Bell? Yes, yes. Don't we all? And sometimes you go there to purposely sound like that later. He's an intelligentsia market liberal. Okay, so we have no writers. We have some composers, but nobody... I have to study music tradition to invite those composers. All right. All right. Sports, we don't really have sports. I don't have a mountain climbing guy. Yeah, we don't have any sports yet. All right. What am I doing right now? I am setting up our arts, sciences, and stuff for the mod. So it's January 1st, 1836. I'm basically setting everything up before I hit go. And I'm about to hit go. And I just hit go. And we just went 10th in the world. Oh, our balloonist had his first flight and recorded the altitude, distance, and time. Thank you, sir. Good start. For the glory of the Netherlands. Oh, what's this? Lan Fang wants to send $250,000 to us if we will send him one of our insignificant, unimportant scientists. I mean, I like full gold reserves. Who did I send? Does it tell me who I sent? Video cat jazz. That is what it's called. Wow. All right. So we're building stuff. We are... All right, Belgium, what are you looking like? France is guaranteeing your independence. Dang. What about you? Oh, you're part of the British, and I don't want to fight the Prussians. Okay. So Europe is not an issue. We'll see who wins this war down here. If it's Para, then we're probably going to try to annex them. Higher learning. The king himself has officially opened a university. Opened the University of Holland. Academia has begun to flourish. Philosopher king. Promote an academic. So we need a physician to start. And can we not patronize the arts yet? We need an opera house or an art academy. Let's do an art academy in the capital. I don't think any of that is mine. Might need to... Yeah, I bet $250,000 is like $5 billion back then, right? I know. Inflation would be nuts. In June 1836, approximately how much value would 250,000 pounds be in today's money? In dollars.
That's
48 million. Nice. All right. $48 million. Oh, Von Esres arrives in the Netherlands. A writer. The monarch wants a private presentation of his works. Give him a warm welcome. Yeah, let's take a look. De Blazak is in the Netherlands. World famous writer paid homage to our country. He is currently on a reading tour. We got more tradition. Well, you thought wrong, because that is Sundays. And today is not a Sunday. What's up? Sunday nights, 7 p.m. Central. At least for the time being. Tired of all this inflation since you don't get a raise for this fiscal year? Yeah, that is the hard part, is when you don't get raises and everything else goes up in price. Even if your benefits go up, it's still like, ugh. Because everything becomes more expensive. Alright, we pretty much like cut through the gold in like no time. Holy cow. All that gold we got is like gone. The Dutch want investment rights. I'm gonna say no. Oh, you reached a new altitude. Good work, man. Harvest conditions. So for a little bit here, we'll let the economy go. Mexico wants botanical access and will pay us $22,000 a week for it. 22,000? No, that's not 22,000. The K there is wrong. That's 22 total. I don't know which number to trust. I think it's just 22, not 22K. that might be, I think it's 83.6. Not, I don't think it's K. It'd be weekly, right? Yeah, it's that second number is without a K. Yeah, the second number is the one that was confusing me. Because this matches that if this is right and this is wrong. This would be 27.3. Epidemic is broken out in one of our states of smallpox. Uh-oh. Oh, smallpox in Africa. This place. Well, you know what I'm gonna do? I think it's time to colonize. I'll let France and Portugal battle that area out. Alright, where's my ships? Alright, I want a frigate. Let's go. Do I have engines for that? Patrol boats. We'll go 7 of those. Make it 8. Let's see, the Jupiter. We'll make Jupiter the flagship. We'll make Neptune. I can't see it. We'll make Neptune the figurehead. Alright. Hey, what's up? What's up, man? Alright, so... okay, they got what they wanted over there. We're gonna upgrade all our units. Okay, we added a Marine, that's what we did. The Marines were on their own. See, that makes sense. Shipboard Marines. right, we'll go with compliant artillery commander. I like that. You, sir. Woodland combat ambitious. A bigoted traditionalist and an arrogant offensive planner. I'll go offensive planner. I'm not afraid of some arrogance here. Might have to knock down a little bit of building here. Alright, what's our institutions looking like? Alright, liking it, liking it. Bon Tempo arrives in the Netherlands. Welcome, welcome. More music tradition. Everybody's doing tours. We have a shortage of instruments. We're about to build some. Music brings people together.
Music brings people together. Event in Holland. An ambassador asks if we can get him a ticket to a concert by a composer who is staying with us. The ambassador of a great power is a lover of a traveling composer who is currently visiting our country. He would like to attend a performance, but there are no more seats available. He has therefore asked us to use our political influence so that he can still attend the performance.
No. You gotta get it. Nah. Should have got a ticket earlier. Traveling composer departs. An absent professor. Wow, the game is different now that I actually have technology and arts. What'd you know?
An absent professor? Event in Friesland. Martin Martins is not only considered an excellent researcher, but also a gifted teacher. However, the current obligations in the course of element research cause problems in the curriculum. There are already complaints that seminars and lectures are being neglected. The German chemistry professor Justus von Liebig was particularly popular among his students because of his modern learning methods. His discoveries and writings soon made him known worldwide, with the result that, in addition to many Germans, numerous foreigners, including 84 English and 18 Americans, came to Gießen to hear Liebig's lectures on chemistry and pharmacy.
Nice, nice. Yep. Dr. Martin should concentrate on his research. We get 12 chemist progress, but universities get an absent chemist for 3 years. Dr. Martin should concentrate on his lectureship, which knocks back our progress on chemistry. Or you should find a balance, which knocks back a little progress on chemistry. Lectureship. You are a professor at the end of the day. Alright, we need money. That's where we're kind of at suddenly. So you know what that means. Lumber and bananas. The arts will have to wait. All right. National Awakening of the English. All right, I don't really have anybody to go after up here. Brazil won the war down there. They're a little strong. Upgrade all units. We're going to create a... conscription. Dutch conscription army. Dutch conscription army will give them the direct defensive strategist as their general. Alright, is there laws we need to pass right now? We're gonna go to appointed bureaucrats. I'm elected. We're gonna start to centralize the power. Conscription or militia? Ooh, militia is a good term. I like it. I like militia. Militia? Is that how you spell militia? IA? It is IA, okay. Thank you, Gold Standard. First Dutch militia. Because of the way they do the conscription now, you can't have your guys overseas and have conscription happen. So. Which I guess is real. Doesn't mean I gotta like it. Alright, I need those bananas. Great Britain. I would love to be friends. Smallpox epidemic has ended. Education, investment, and colonial affairs, and law enforcement has increased. And we've gone to drafting on our appointed bureaucrats. You know what? I like the pace we're going at. Nice, slow, and methodical. There's actually a lot to do in these bigger countries. Morgenröte makes the smaller countries playable and very varied, and things happen. Things happen! I know that's the big thing in the Victoria 3 community right now, is the idea that nothing happens. I don't know. I guess I don't have that feeling myself, but even though I am to some, a hated imperialist, but pragmatic though, as Ed would say.
Pietà. Event in Holland. The national painter, Andreas Schelfhout, presented his work to the public with a few invited guests. The sensuality and the power of the colors make an impression on the audience. The painting is already considered a key work of Romanticism. Pietà already had a strong impact on some visitors on the first evening. The spirit behind the masterpiece is clearly noticeable. Critics complained that the contours were blurred in some places. Others saw the strength of the subject in this lack of clarity, combined with the richness of color. With this painting, Schelfhout has certainly secured an entry in the books of art history. This belongs in a gallery?
Netherlands gains 75 painting tradition. Your painter gains 100 reputation. Are you hinting that I don't have an art gallery? Is that the hint? Should have an art academy though. Yeah, I got 5 of those. Okay. I don't have the money right now for an art gallery. Oh, I failed to get even higher. That's okay, man. The Belgian question. Oh boy. Rightful Dutch clay. What shall we do?
The Belgian question. Event in Holland. Since the secession of Belgium in 1830, Dutch efforts to reunify the country have all met with failure. Weary of the effects of the current uneasy truce, many are now urging the king to commit to a final, negotiated settlement. The revolution of 1830 is and will remain the greatest state error of this century. But our efforts to reclaim these lands by force have failed, and our prospects are looking bleaker by the day. We currently stand to gain more from arbitration than we do through force of arms. Sir, I implore you to dispatch a mission to Brussels as soon as humanly possible. We do not negotiate with rebels.
We do not negotiate with rebels. Who did Hanover just go? I think Hanover just went independent. All right. So we have... We just got a law set back on appointed bureaucrats. We're going to reclaim Belgium eventually. That's the goal. But we got to maneuver a bit, you know? We got to... The British are a little... You know what? I'll give the British investment rights. I know they usually kind of go nuts, but... Should I give them investment rights? Should I give the Germans investment rights? The Prussians, or should I give them both? 10 years. Oh yeah, if we both get in exchange, yeah, you're right. Could use the sulfur. Sulfur and wine from the Germans. We exchange trade privileges. Dutch trade. Agreement with Russia of 1838. We'll do 10 years. Let's go to the British. Investment rights, trade privileges, investment rights. Oof. Harsh. Can you send me clothes? I'll send you coffee. Negotiations going on right now. Tough negotiations. Coal. I could use some coal. I mean, a smackling of luxury clothes. A smackling. A little bit of luxury furniture. Right here, and he'll be back coaching tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Central. Sundays. Yeah, Sunday 7 p.m. Otherwise, I play other games other nights through the off season, like Victoria 3, a historical grand strategy game. No, I don't want your opium or your tobacco, and you need my tea. Too much, man. I have elegant treaties on. I guess you don't get that till later, huh? Weird. I don't see the treaty effect there. They don't even want to guarantee independence. Ooh, they'll give me military assistance, though. Okay, that's good. You know, I'll take the military assistance. That gives me cheaper military goods, weekly military experience, better training, better leverage. Well, leverage generation of the British off of the treaty, I guess. And then technology spread for military. I will take that. Can I get a ship? Can I get a ship too? Oh, I can get a couple ships. Ah! Okay. I'd like the North Star. I wonder if I could pay for this, but you know what? We'll ask those questions later. I'll take the rattlesnake. Ooh, the sapphire. $10. This is the Dutch trade deal with Britain. Is it Britain? Let's forget how it. The Great Britain of 1838. We're making maneuvers right now. Another thing is, you got guns. I could use some guns, probably. Nope. Okay. What's up? All right, that actually did help. Sweden. Sweden. If I give you investment rights into my nation and trade privileges, and if you go ahead and send me a ship, 10 years. It's Sundays, 7 p.m. Central every week is college basketball. Yep. Of 1838. Russia wants nothing. Dutch-Austrian trade agreement of 1838. All right, failed attempt. Popular playwright endorses reform. Cool, cool. We're going to go up in taxes a little bit. They're going positive every once in a while, so that's nice. Just got messenger pigeons for our war talks. We need to do government administration. All right, we're in the positive now. The right result. Election season has begun.
The right result. Event in Holland. Election season has begun in Netherlands, and with it, the strategizing of the government's fixes. If we wish, we may wield the power of the state to ensure a favorable result. On the table, a map of Gelre sprawled across books, empty mugs, and lost drawing instruments. 4 men formed a circle around it, chattering about the intuitive leaning of Nijmegen. It was certain to go for the government, they decided, but by how much? Could they muster an extra 1,000 votes out of the suburbs? How would the recent accumulation of laborers in the area affect voting patterns? Half an hour into what had been intended to be a lunch break, they reached their decision. The town would grant their party 8,000 votes, with a solid but fruitless opposition bloc in the working class areas. Far more tasteful than 101% turnout.
For now, we're going to go... Everybody's got low momentum. Who's the head of the Patriotic Party? Authoritarian. Who's the head of Conservative Party? A traditionalist. We're gonna go armed forces. Law and order, pointing to the rampant turmoil from radical activities. Everybody has campaigned. We have appointed bureaucrats. The Patriotic Party just took a second. Yeah, military in charge, yep. For the order response, we need to organize society in a centralized, orderly fashion. Even though the elites would be cool with that, I don't know if the landowners would be cool with that. And the intellectuals would be torn because they want to be the ones to create the order.
A chemical experiment. Event in Holland. In order to take a break from his usual work, Dr. Martens wants to use the space in the country's most important laboratory to carry out a chemical experiment. The experimental glasses are already ready. From time to time, chemists come up with the idea of pursuing their passion instead of the tasks assigned to them. Every now and then, valuable findings actually emerge. For example, the improvement of fertilizers or the production of chemicals in industry. Whether such success occurs depends largely on the character traits, skills, and experience of a chemist.
I'm excited to see what comes out of the experiment. Donation of knowledge. Raphael Chasmbrute has offered to spend some of his personal wealth of a university in Gelray, likely to give the industrialists a little bit of, clout. Dutch Reformed Society, agents of the Evangelical Church, have founded a national movement uniting the liberal movement. Send them a firm reminder of our disapproval. A foreign manifesto. Recently translated works of Richard Jones have become popular within the Protestant traditionalist movement. Relationship has developed to the point where Richard Jones is openly endorsing the movement. Foreign interference ought to be punished. Successful experiment. Nice! Fractional distillation. We gained 5 chemist experience and 6 chemist progress and more agricultural throughput for our fertilizer. All right. 2.5 million. 1.4 million. Dr. Martens is working right now. We can't hire him. Oh boy. All right. Law enforcement increase 3. Joint stock companies. We should be able to do another. We can do another company. The problem is we don't have. We need 5 motor industries in Holland to get the shipyard tools. Okay, so that one's kind of nice. Shipyards, printing press. Oh, this one's powerful. What do I need for that? 4 publishing industries. and electric telegraph research. Can't get the oil one right now. Holland gold, Dutch metal. Holland motors. Instrument Company of Netherlands would be the easiest one to get. De Telegraph would help in the intelligentsia. Hey, what's up? Well, as far as like the producing one, I would think the shipyard one, this one here, the Telegraph Corporation, is the best one. We need 4 publishing industry. Morgenröte adds some of them. I don't know what adds what, to be honest. I would think Morgenröte adds some of them. The Telegraph Company is definitely... Capital interests, yeah, they can join. I need 4 printing press in Holland. We'll prioritize grocery production. We don't have any artillery. Okay, we got 1 arts academy. We're gonna go architecture, literature, our trade looking? Gelray needs more trade. Isn't Peter Pan from the Netherlands? I don't know, actually. Conservative Party won the election? Government was formed by a coalition of the Conservative Party and the Patriotic Party. 90% righteous government. Gives us boost in loyalists and enactment time. It's got nationalism. Oh, we can do a mountaineer license. Cool. We just got nationalism? No, we got a national anthem. Growing national feeling. Monarch anthem, folk anthem, or no anthem. I would say monarch anthem. A solemn anthem. Yeah, we'll do the we'll do a monarch anthem. Boom, tempo arrives in the Netherlands. We get more music tradition. Our balloonist is trying hard. Oh, and he's now an experienced balloonist. Floating in the sky. A traveling composer gets along with his fellow musicians on site straight away. We get progress to the rotary press. You just heard a beep? Heard nothing like that here. Traveling composer departs. A dream. Oh boy. Wish you could read that. Yeah, we're about to have it read out loud. Because I'm assuming you're literate. Just, it's not big enough on your screen.
A dream. Event in Holland.
I'll be back.
Martin Martens tells of an inspiring dream at night that led him to being able to solve a theoretical chemical problem that he had previously failed at. I was sitting writing on my textbook, but the work did not progress. My thoughts were elsewhere. I turned my chair to the fire and dozed. Again, the atoms were gambling before my eyes. This time, the smaller groups kept modestly in the background. My mental eye, rendered more acute by the repeated visions of the kind, could now distinguish larger structures of manifold conformation. Long rows, sometimes more closely fitted together, all twining and twisting in snake-like motion. But look! What was that? One of the snakes had seized hold of its own tail, and the form whirled mockingly before my eyes. As if by a flash of lightning I awoke, and this time also I spent the rest of the night in working out the consequences of the hypothesis. Let us learn to dream, gentlemen, and then perhaps we shall learn the truth. But let us beware of publishing our dreams before they have been put to the proof by the waking understanding. Auguste Kekulé, are you saying that the doctor even works in his sleep?
So we get 6 chemist progress. New publishing house has opened its doors in Holland today. The printing press has been rattling since midday. Netherlands social life has a richer facet. I think the publisher will entertain the people well. Public publisher. Certainly the publisher of higher literature. Scientific publisher or an art publisher. This will give me scientific progress. This will give me 23 literary tradition. This will give me more loyalists. And give me plus 25 per level goods production. And this will give me 50 artistic progress. I have no idea. I believe it's Neverland. But I have no clue. We'll go public publisher. What did we get? King Willem van Orange, Nassau. What do we get, man? What do we get? I do not see public publisher. Are we promoting an architect? Let's do that. All right, we're developing an architect in our universities. A portrait of the king. Yeah, create the portrait. Landowners petition the government. They want to pass censorship. You know what? People are getting a little rowdy out there. Think of the children. Isn't that what they say in America? Can't be going around on the internet without giving us your ID and your fingerprint and your DNA. Think of the children. And then when they actually need to protect them, they don't. I mean, the elites are awesome. The overlords, the new US overlords of TikTok are great. They are awesome. I love the overlords of TikTok. And Meta. And Amazon. They do great things. Repeat after me. inflammatory article. We're going to suppress it. Oh, I forgot. You know, we're sitting here and forgetting to play half the game. Services. I guess transportation. And we're going to suppress the liberal movement. Actually, the radical movement should probably get suppressed more. Got a 75% chance to pass censorship. Devotional literature is the audience taste right now. Alright, we're in the positive. Bill's attempt. We need to pay off some debt so we don't pay interest. Law progressed quickly. The European potato famine. The hungry 40s. Whoop. Ah. Got it. Got the stuff everywhere. So there was a famine in the 40s, and it's begun to spread across Europe. Oh, that's true. That's true. $400, 400 pounds a week. I think it's worth 400 pounds a week for trade and having disease. The typhus epidemic has hit the Dutch West Indies. You know, it's kind of crazy to think about how, like, disease used to be kind of just normal. Secret police would be handy for increasing the effects. Yeah, that's what we're going to be going towards that. Yeah. Probably why there was like a revolution craze too through the 1840s was the famines. Oh, what am I doing? I was thinking about the history and then lost track of what I was doing.
Typhus, epidemic, event in Dutch West Indies. An epidemic has broken out in one of our states. Typhus is ravaging in Dutch West Indies. Typhus fever, which probably existed in ancient times but was only reliably described in the 16th century, appeared primarily as a typical epidemic of war and misery. Typhus became a serious problem for Napoleon's army during the Russian campaign. When the Grande Armée, which had moved to Russia in June 1812, withdrew in the fall of 1813, Mainz was the first stop on French soil. 15,000 to 17,000 French crew and just as many civilians died there. The disease, which was then also called nervous fever because of the neurological symptoms it caused, remained in the French language as Typhus de Mayence. By the end of October 1814, 14,000 cases of typhus had been recorded in the Franconian area around the Grand Duchy of Würzburg, of which 2,500 were fatal. Another epidemic with around 2.5 million deaths occurred as a result of war and civil war between 1918 and 1922 in Russia. Maybe change your clothes?
So, a remarkable portrait. Publicly unveiled his portrait. It's called Cubism, sir. Oh, he did Impressionist. It's called Cubism, sir. Destroy the painting. And our painter loses a little reputation. Yeah, destroy the painting. That's funny. Yeah, we were talking about there. Yeah, like, people forget that vaccines are the big reason why we have relative, like, good health when you compare. The problem is that they changed how they made vaccines just recently, and they changed all the definitions. Because from the World War II era, you had this concept of, oh, what's it called? It's called, informed consent. Because of all the experiments that happened in the fascist countries on people. The idea is that they're supposed to, you can do experimental stuff, or you can take risky procedures, but it has to be, you have to disclose everything you're doing. So you have to be truthful, and, which they weren't during COVID. And then you also have to let people decide. And they can't, and it's a concept that people are not capable of deciding if you hide things or lie to them. Now, the question comes up, who in the world enforces that? And that would be a little bit of the international community pressure and basically the public through elections and other means. But yeah, like, and I mean, in a sense, it kind of worked in America and it didn't work in other places. But yeah, they started changing the definition of what a vaccine was. It wasn't like it used to be. And it's because they tried to use the mRDNA process, which was, and like I said, I wouldn't be against them using it. I was against them forcing people to use it and then lying about it. Yeah, mRNA, yep. Like if they just kept it another category. So now, and then of course, like normal people, it seems like everybody wants to go to the extreme. You're either all vaccine or you're all not. It's like, no, that's dumb. That's how we get diseases back. Like, we got to sort out what types of vaccines they are and if we actually research them and if they work and what the long-term effects are. You know? Let's see. You could lower the standard of living or not. I'm going to say not. The laws are inhumane. Okay, we almost got censorship. Book burnings. Members of the elites are organizing book burnings. Netherlands gets popular government book burnings. We're just gonna go book burnings. We're not gonna do popular government. The radical movement's a little tech. just got censorship. Gives us 100 authority. Fails to attempt to break the record. We honored our government petition. We're now going to suppress the liberal movement. The rural folk are sowing discord, so we're going to give them some political concession. Radical movement's not civil war level yet, though. We are in the positive, so we're gaining... We're keeping in the positive for now. The Typhus epidemic ended. We can dig mass graves, or we can use some tax money to... Hey, what's up? Hey, thank you, KH. We can use some tax money to help bury... We're gonna use some tax money. Well, bury them. Whoop. Springtime of the Peoples. Oh, thanks. Spurred by revolutionary sentiment spreading across Europe, radical movement is becoming widespread in the Netherlands. We're going to suppress them. The spark of revolution. The revolutionary events in the Netherlands are inspiring radical sentiments across Europe. We will not let these ideals divide us. The Dutch Revolution, inspired by revolutionary waves spreading across Europe, revolutionaries in Amsterdam have assembled demands of the king. They call for universal suffrage, a democratic constitution. So we can either do census suffrage with right of assembly and National Guard, or we could do universal suffrage, right of assembly, National Guard, and have an election in 2 months, or we can send in the army immediately. We're going to send in the army. The dissidents have announced plans for a major march. We're going to stop that march. We are going to go to war now. It is now a done conclusion. See. Compliant traditionalist commander. Mining accident, small price to pay for industry. All right, we're gonna have to build military. Do-do-do. Well, right now it's just Holland. If they take 4 states, it's going to be the other ones across the way. But the ones that have the people are here. Reforms at gunpoint. We're gonna crush them. We get Volcano tourism. Nice. We now have revolution. Don't care. Okay, we're gonna mobilize. We're gonna give them as much stuff as we can get. Give them liquor. I don't have any opium though. I don't have any painkillers. General staff. Radicals at the gate. Secret police will provide discreet solution. We need the National Guard. Let's see. We get technology progress to central archives by using the secret police. Oh, he died in a balloon accident. We're gonna pay our troops. Being embargoed by Belgium. Can't we do anything? Oh, did he get bugged out? Yeah, I think he got bugged out. Dutch-French Friendship Committee. Why can't I use my ships? Oh, because nobody's on them. Oh! I hate that that is a thing. Thinking about an element completed. Everything dies in the end. Theory of a new element. We found element number 32. Nice. We're gonna lose, aren't we? We're gonna have to start over. We might have to slow down our march to crazy. Or pre-prepare, really. Yeah, we're gonna lose. Got central banking. Yeah, we're gonna lose. Oh yeah, we lost. Oh, now we got no route out to them. Modern astronomy. Oh, we're gonna have to restart. Ah! It's over. Lessons learned. We need to diversify. You know, that is something that is interesting. That we are gonna have to diversify, both in how our economy's set up and our army. All right. All right. Yeah. Well, you know, we learned a lot early on. All right, we should start with we can do Volcano, universities. Yeah, I forgot about this place down there. You know, I'm going to keep it to there. I'm going to let them fight over this part up here. We'll take this area. Alright. I want to do the same thing I did. So this is going to be Marines. Whoops. Whoops. Too many Marines. I pressed the wrong button. Woodland expert. Six is what I can do. Tough surveyor, cruel surveyor, artillery commander. Imposing surveyor, we'll do the imposing. And then, let's see, we'll do... Upgrade. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. We're going to suppress the liberal movement now. We're going to go for appointed bureaucrats right off the bat. And we'll establish the paper company. $40, $60, $80 on the institutions. Got to get out of mercantilism, really, as well. All right. Declare rival. Well, Belgium's our rival. Make Oldenburg. Bremen. Mecklenburg. Make like states that are like way far away. You know who we really hate is Mexico, huh? No, Wallachia. And Serbia. Once we got, oh, we could stake a claim. We're gonna stake a claim on Western New Guinea. Probably need to get out there with the fleet. So it's got 70% screening. So that means protection of our capital ships. So what you need is you need more screens, basically. It's kind of like the Hearts of Iron concept. And then everything adds to your carry capacity. We got our flagship. Add landing skiffs. All right. That should be work for the shipyards. Okay. And I want to promote him to Vice Admiral. All right, so they're gonna have a election here. We're gonna sponsor a balloonist. Oh wait, a chemist. Oh, this time we didn't get a chemist. We got a geologist. go send him to the... Oh, the reason why we don't have a chemist. We'll go secular. Go clerical there. Hey, what's up, Seamus? Guess we won't do pot stills right away. I'll do lathes, though. I do want to push tools a little bit. Market squares. Gas lights. The Arts Academy in Friesland. Gonna be architecture. Literary, and then general. Okay. Logging, get those sawmills going. All right. Classic ballet and romantic orchestra from the Opera House. Okay, so I think we're set. They want to pay me $250,000 for an unimportant scientist. I'm all for that. They want to pay me $5 a week for Botanical. First flight for a country. Nice. Nice. All right, let's start with a physician. And we're probably going to need some bananas. I just can feel the need. Feel the need for bananas. All right. There's a mountain guy we could do. Hey, we just started the mountaineering club. A mountaineer that's pious and absent-minded. Holy cow, an absent-minded mountaineer. Don't forget anything you need while you're on the mountain. Mountaineering club founded. Wow. Oldenburg declared rivalry. Fuck with Austria. 67% chance. You know, whatever little bit I can get counts. All right. trade arrangement of 1836. You get some money, I think. Nope. We'll do this for 10 years. We're gonna power project out here. We can get some colonization out there. At the foot of the volcano. Nice. All right. Nope. Investment rights. Trade privileges. Toll exemption. Let's not go that far. Okay, what do you got for goods? And negotiating right now. Yeah, I already did that. Going through some tough negotiation. I do not want your opium. Take some of your merchant marines and your clippers. We'll share some of our tea. This is the prosperity and security pact. Of London of 1836. 10 years. More knowledge, more experience, more mineral. Knowledge. Hey, buddy. We'll take tools. Glass. Need a lot of this to supplement. I don't want to give too much. They gave a lot to the British. Oh. The Germans like their coffee. Hello. They'll give me military assistance. Can I stack military assistance like that? Oh, whoops. All right, we'll do this for 10 years. This is the Russia, Netherlands, Stability Convention of 1836. All right, 26. Higher learning. King's has officially opened up the university in Holland. All right. Pretty quiet to start because this time we don't have a chemist. We do have a painter. We sent a geologist. Yeah, he's not a chemist. Sweden to give me investment rights. All right, 10 years. This will be the trade deal. Holland in 1836. We're wheeling and dealing right now. I have to slow down. We'll see. With the British, Prussians, and Austrians. One in Central Java. Rival the Ottomans for 400 influence. I don't see them really as a threat. Safe resting place. The expedition members found a safe place to retreat. Crystal, sample enough. Take as many samples as you can. Take a sample. We'll take a sample. Sundays only. For some time. Mostly off season. Nice. We got closer to messenger pigeons. I think we got an election going on soon, right? Irish National Awakening. Nice, nice. Yep, yep. Playing some other games so I don't burn out on the one, basically. 73 a week. Their supply ships are low. Toxic gases. We're going to study them. Lava sample. Yeah. Nice, we succeeded in our lava sample. I went to school at Ohio State for 1 year, yep. Yep. My freshman year of college. Lived in Columbus. In the dorms. Man, it's been so long. You live on campus? Nice. I lived in the west dorms near High Street. And let's see, I remember in Summit, yeah. I'm trying to remember what it was called, because I'll be honest, this was 24 years ago. But it was awesome. Like, I really enjoyed my time. Just they didn't have the major I wanted. I was trying to find or was I on North Campus? I was on North Campus. Okay. Was it North? They had freshman dorms. Okay, I see it now. Oh, I was on North Campus. That's right, that's right. I was... Was it north or was it west? Dude, I am so messed up right now. Oh, south. No. Okay. Oh, yeah, I got it. Man, it's been that long. I was Stradley. Holy cow. I thought it was West Campus, but I was actually South Campus. I remember because there was a big snowball fight in the Oval when I was there because we had the blizzard of 2003. Where it shut down everything. It was like 2002 or 2003. Yeah, I was Stradley. I was Stradley Hall. Dude, that's 24 years ago at this point. Holy cow. Discord with the industrialists. Yeah. That was quite a while ago. All right, we're diversifying the military. Theories on volcanism. I just remember Buckeye Express, or what we called it, Buck Yuck. But it was pretty good, I'll be honest. Where you could use your meal plan like a grocery store. You get 2 entrees and 3 sides with every, or you get 5 sides with every meal. I'm telling you. I mean, the other places you could eat were nice. Like, the cafeteria was pretty good. But Buckeye Express, man. When you were stocking up for the weekends.
Theories on volcanism. Event in Dutch West Indies. During his stay at the Volcano, Jacob Gijbertus Samuel van Breda would like to finally verify some of his previous volcanism theories by collecting evidence and exploring the surrounding area. To do this, he needs a lot of time in what he calls an extremely fascinating and inspiring area, while his colleagues watch with gnashing teeth as more and more dark smoke rises in the background. At the climax of the eruption, a column of ash rose high into the shape of an immense pine, till at length it began to incline downwards, when, from the quantity of dense matter which composed the column, it fell to the ground. Torrents of flaming lava of an awfully portentous magnitude now poured down the mountain. Mariana Stark.
Lava trap. So we sent our geologists into a volcano in the West Indies. Time for payback of 80 years of war. We need to invade Spain. You know, we'll get there. First, we have to centralize the government. But we'll get there. Yeah, how dare they?
Lava trap. Event in Dutch West Indies. The volcano expedition was obviously a little too bold in its advance to the crater. It finds itself surrounded by lava on almost all sides. Abandoning the previous advance would mean a great loss of time. The lava itself has that dingy appearance which the poets assign to the rivers of the infernal regions. It rolls on slowly like a stream of sand, blackish by day and red by night. As it approaches, you hear a kind of crackling sound, which occasions the greatest fear as it is indistinct. Its resplendency is so intense that for the first time the earth illuminates the sky and gives it the appearance of continued lightning. The sky, in its turn, reflects this luster upon the water, and thus nature seems to be set in flames by this threefold image of fire. Germain de Stel.
Let's try to cross it. Oh, it didn't work. People died. But our guy's still there. Great Britain requests for 155 a week from the British Treasury a botanical charter. Sure. We got a Polish national awakening coming on. Hell on Earth.
Hell on Earth. Event in Dutch West Indies. It seems like all hell has broken out on the volcano in Dutch West Indies. Lava fountains shoot up, blazing forces fight each other in streams of fire. A threatening event for the majority of the expedition participants.
Right, Pat?
Only Dr. Van Breda cannot escape a rapturous fascination. By night,
Right.
the effect of the fire
That's what this
became more
feels like,
beautiful.
yo.
We were surrounded by streams and cataracts of the red and radiant fire.
Anybody
and
know
in the
where
midst,
Sven is?
from the column of bituminous smoke shot up into the air,
Anybody see
fell the
Sven?
vast masses of rock, white with the light of their intense heat, leaving behind them vapor trains of splendor. George Gordon Byron.
Sven didn't make it to dinner today. Oh. Yeah, we got some more danger. The Inferno. I actually don't know that many Dutch names. A friend of mine used to always have a little bit that he would do with the word Sven. Friend's dad always was like, Sven? There was a reporter named Sven Kradik. He had a whole bit saying that he was a Swiss from Sweden. Let's see. Actually, don't know where he got that. I think it just sounds funny together. I'm Sven. I'm a Swiss from Sweden. We could exercise caution, or we could take the risk. Ooh, we're too close. We need to exercise caution, I think. Ben.
Inferno. Event in Dutch West Indies.
Dang.
The situation on the volcano in Dutch West Indies has become significantly worse. The mountain suddenly spews black smoke, and the lava flows seem to increase. The expedition is now in a quandary. Should the expedition members exercise caution and risk being trapped by the lava, or should they react quickly but risk unknown danger? The breath of fire swept down upon the city and waterfront with all of the force that could have been given to it by a cannon. Cinders were shot into our face with stinging effect. The air was filled with flame. Involuntarily, we raised our hands to protect our faces. I noticed the same gesture when I saw the bodies of the victims on shore. Comte de Fitz James.
Dr. Von Breda has become a experienced geologist through the volcano. I dig it. I dig it. All right. Balloon. The balloonist is now an experienced balloonist. He's been flying high. Mexico sides with Honduras in the breakup of the Central Americans. Lava trap. We got another lava trap. I can't take any more danger. We are in too much danger. Advancement on appointed bureaucrats. Volcanic ejecta. Ooh, that's it. Oh no! Dr. Von Breda has died. He died in the volcano. Sad day. died in the volcano. There's a North German awakening. What's happening over here, boys? Oh, we need quinine for out here. How's our influence looking? Okay, we got influence 4 out there. You know what we might want to do is we might want to start influencing here, actually. Where's my ships? Stop power projecting. Good thing too, because we're running out of supplies. I'm gonna project power out here. Would like to take some South America if I could. Popular playwright endorses reform. We're at 71% success. We're on to voting. We're suppressing the liberal movement right now. We now have appointed bureaucrats. We get more taxation capacity. Awesome. I'm going to do 2 more government agencies quick. I'm going to stay positive. Ah, a musical composer arrives in the Netherlands. He's a virtuoso, a conductor. He has 3 masterpieces that he's going to be playing at his concerts. What's up? Oh, he failed to attempt the record. Red Dawn. The national painter presented his work to the public. It is a masterpiece of romanticism called Red Dawn. We get 75 painting tradition, and our painter gets 100 reputation. Traveling composer departs. Sold out. A row over. You know what? I want it read by the guy. Let's see. At a sold out concert, looks like.
Sold out. Event in Holland. A row over a sold-out performance by a great composer has sparked a public outcry. On the day of a premiere, a large crowd had gathered expectantly in front of the Opera House, which had been sold out for days. Even the composer who appeared could only get a ticket on the black market. However, Since a theatre employee had sold additional tickets himself, the tickets sold far exceeded the number of seats.
Uh-oh.
There were tumultuous scenes in and in front of the theatre, in which the music was almost completely lost. Those outside yelled to be let in, those inside cried out for quiet. The opening choruses could still be performed, but then the orchestra gave up, which was when the racket really started. Who
Oh, man.
is responsible for that?
Yeah, who's responsible for that? Riot. Sold out and was such a ruckus that they couldn't... Almost like, hello. The Belgian question. Oh, we got to answer the Belgian question. And because we are... And because we are going for greatness through order, there is only one route to take.
The Belgian question. Event in Holland. Since the secession of Belgium in 1830, Dutch efforts to reunify the country have all met with failure. Weary of the effects of the current uneasy truce, many are now urging the king to commit to a final, negotiated settlement. The revolution of 1830 is and will remain the greatest state error of this century. But our efforts to reclaim these lands by force have failed, and our prospects are looking bleaker by the day. We currently stand to gain more from arbitration than we do through force of arms. Sir, I implore you to dispatch a mission to Brussels as soon as humanly possible. We do not negotiate with rebels.
We do not negotiate with rebels. That is rightful Netherlands clay. Ooh, you want to send a ton of fabric? I don't think I can get enough to... They don't want really anything else. Dang. That'd have been fun. Yeah, they don't want any of that. Portugal. Let's see, anybody else that would be interested? That's not gonna work either. Venezuela? They don't have a lot of anything else to trade. "25 years. Venezuelan gesture of good faith to the Dutch of 1838. Okay, the Belgian questions. We do not negotiate with rebels. I wanted to try to hit a little trade before we knock down our reputation a bit. Okay, we got fractional distillation. We don't really need a bunch of liquor right now. United States wants to pay 72 a week. Great deal, coach. Signing deals. Practicing for signing recruits. Okay, now we're getting our bananas flowing. Just got the frigate. We don't have enough stuff to do that yet. We could send a Pacific expedition. Where? I don't see the ability. We don't have a I only got a painter. Oh, and a mountaineer. I just have a painter and a mountaineer. Should coach my college teams in these clothes. Hey, what's up, man? Hey, having a good night. This game looks confusing. A lot's happening. You're managing a society, a nation, a government, a military, or a country. Right now we're the Netherlands. So it's fun because it's like strategy, all the history, stuff like that. But it's a lot of layers. A lot of things to manage. Contagious Diseases Act. The Evangelical Church, led by Johann Engels, are demanding that the government take a stance on prostitution. They request the enforcement of laws that allow police to detain women suspected of being prostitutes in lock hospitals on the grounds that they spread venereal disease. "20 years of Contagious Disease Acts. Lowers the standard of living for the poor people. But the evangelicals will like me. Or the laws are inhumane." You know what? We'll throw a bone to the evangelicals. We need influence. We'll get those bananas done first in that barracks. We have an election happening. The Conservative Party is currently in the lead with the Liberal Union. Right behind them in the yellow, and the Patriotic Party in third. You know what? Let's get some mountaineering equipment. The right result.
The right result. Event in Holland. Election season has begun in Netherlands, and with it, the strategizing of the government's fixers. If we wish, we may wield the power of the state to ensure a favorable result. On the table, a map of Gelre sprawled across books,
1936
empty
is the end
mugs,
year.
and lost
1836 to
drawing
1936.
instruments. 4 men formed a circle around it, chattering about the intuitive leaning of Nijmegen. It was certain to go for the government, they decided, but by how much? Could they muster an extra 1,000 votes out of the suburbs? How would the recent accumulation of laborers in the area affect voting patterns? Half an hour into what had been intended to be a lunch break, they reached their decision. The town would grant their party 8,000 votes, with a solid but fruitless opposition bloc in the working class areas. Far more tasteful than 101% turnout.
Right? We're going to favor the Patriotic Party. Smallpox epidemic has hit the Dutch West Indies. We were saying earlier when we tried the first failed run through that you forget in the modern day just how many diseases or how many things, basically hardships, weather, just how much stuff could kill you and how much was not guaranteed. Kind of makes you, wins against Marist are not guaranteed. No, they are not. Kind of makes you like thankful for being at a time like this.
Smallpox epidemic. Event in Dutch West Indies. An epidemic has broken out in one of our states. Smallpox is ravaging in Dutch West Indies. Smallpox has probably been known for thousands of years and appeared in the first settlements in northeast Africa 12,000 years ago. From there, they may have been brought to India by Egyptian traders. The European conquerors brought smallpox with them to America, where it caused devastating epidemics among the Indians starting in 1518, causing millions of deaths. In Europe, smallpox was sometimes considered a childhood disease, and the disease, from which up to 10% of all small children died until the end of the 18th century, was also called children's disease. From the 18th century onwards, cases of smallpox increased and replaced the plague as the worst disease. It is estimated that 400,000 people died of smallpox each year, and a third of those who survived went blind. Often children were only considered part of the family once they had survived smallpox. Despite the successful introduction of smallpox vaccination around 1800, smallpox remained an epidemic disease until the second half of the century. Cosmetic products will soon become popular, I assume.
Wow. 400,000 dead a year from smallpox. Campaign financing. Parties, particularly the Conservative Party, are struggling to raise enough money for the campaign. Well, right now, the Conservative Party is winning. I mean, if you can't afford your campaign, don't look at me. Ah, the Patriotic Party just popped up. Don't look at me, man. Don't look at me. I'm not here to prop you up. The labor movement has been unlocked. That sounds fun. We just got Central Archives, plus 25% taxation capacity, plus 5% incorporation speed, and more home affairs investment. Sweet. We're barely in the red. We barely have a deficit. Things are flowing. Things are going. Smallpox epidemic has ended. And the Patriotic Party has won the election. Smallpox epidemic completed. We're going to reform the government with the (73 out of 100) legitimacy, as the Patriotic Party leads the government along with the Conservative Party. The Liberal Union and the Rural Folk are part of the opposition. All right. We're rolling. All right, let's see what we can do now. We still have wealth voting. We have national supremacy. We have freedom of conscience. Freedom of conscience, we could change the state religion and get more. We could get 100 more authority. That would make Protestant Christian state religion. We can go capital fleet. Can't do proportional taxation yet. We could go secret police. Actually, we could go censorship first, 71%. Let's vote for censorship. Dixie National Awakening in Virginia. We need steel. We'll go ahead and knock down some more bananas quick. New mountaineering equipment. Oh. The petite bourgeoisie want to pass secret police. We'll see what we can do. See what we can do. The play for power. Epidemic, leader of the rural folk, has made a play for power. What's the main driver of my economy? I don't know yet. We can see that in a moment. In order to secure a spot for the world folk. Let's foil that. Foil. The first step. Basic climbing gear. Nice. Portrait of the King, Wilhelm van Orange-Nassau. Still missing from the official gallery of the Netherlands. Heads of state. Considered an obvious choice. Our painter is going to paint the leader. Social criticism is the new genre that everybody's all about. Let's see, can I do that here? Stats. Domestic. Holland has the most GDP. Okay. Not really helping, okay. The ledger. The ledger doesn't really help us either. Let's see, the Netherlands market. Right now, I don't know what we're producing the most. Dyes, we have an overbalance of dyes. And we have an underbalance of furniture and iron. Looks like we export a lot of tobacco. And soon it'll be bananas. Yeah, we export a lot of tobacco, which actually... Hold down. I do want those sweet tariffs. I need them. I need those sweet, sweet tariffs. Lots of money in tobacco, yeah. Yep. I don't want to lose merchant marines. Coffee. Luxury clothes. Fabric. Glass. I want to keep the glass in the country. Wine. Instruments. Luxury furniture. Keep the sulfur in. I want to keep the steel in. Now we're getting down to the... Okay, meat. I don't want to really export meat. Or groceries. I want that in my country. Unless we're making a ton of money on it. Same thing with coal. Silk. We'll do a low tariff on newspapers. Guns, I'd like that to stay in the country. Tools. Paper, I definitely want to stay in the country. Same thing with hardwood, iron, furniture, and regular lumber. All right. I'm hoping it helps the NIL fund. Yes, yes. Hey, I need you to collect more cash. You're not collecting enough out here. Need to be collecting those tolls. Smallpox epidemic. And... oh, it's a great portrait. Beautiful. Nice. Everybody's real happy. Happy, happy, happy. Hey, good night. All right, can I build this for them? Nope. Oh, I was hoping. The Great Dutch West Indies Earthquake. Uh-oh. We're gonna suppress the radical movement. Might have to suppress the labor movement as well, but we shall see.
The Great Dutch West Indies Earthquake. Event in Dutch West Indies. The state of Dutch West Indies has been reduced to ruins by an earthquake of unprecedented scale. Countless buildings have been destroyed and the amount of lives lost is impossible to tell. The earthquake shook down in San Francisco hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of walls and chimneys. But the conflagration that followed burned up hundreds of millions of dollars worth of property. There is no estimating within hundreds of millions the actual damage wrought. Not in history has a modern imperial city been so completely destroyed. San Francisco is gone. Nothing remains of it but memories and a fringe of dwelling houses on its outskirts. Its industrial section is wiped out. Its business section is wiped out. Its social and residential section is wiped out. The factories and warehouses, the great stores and newspaper buildings, the hotels and the palaces of the nabobs are all gone. Remains only the fringe of dwelling houses on the outskirts of what was once San Francisco. Jack London.
Let's see, we could use it to... we'll get more devastation. We'll get mega earthquake for 5 years. But we get progress towards technology of seismology. Or we lessen the suffering for $300 pounds a week. But just slightly and with less penalties. Is it worth the technological advancement? I'm gonna say yes. We now have censorship. We got another 100 We got another 100 authority. Let's see, we could go secret police now. Or we could throw a bone. Yeah, we already have public schools, so we don't need to change that. This game's on PC. I know, man. It's just all new recruiting. Let's see, we could add another 100 authority by going state religion. You know, I think secret police is going to be the next thing we need to do. We're going secret police. All right. They are definitely going to go to war if they can get it. Smallpox epidemic ends. Springtime of the people, spurred by revolutionary sentiments. I think we have this on. We do not. Spurred by revolutionary sentiments across Europe, the radical movement is becoming widespread in Netherlands. Whether we support or oppose them, this heralds the time of great change. We're going to suppress the radicals. Something just happened. The spark of revolution. We'll not let these ideals divide us. The Dutch Revolution. Inspired by revolutionary waves spreading across Europe. They're holding us at gunpoint, saying that we need to take our wealth voting and turn it into universal suffrage or census suffrage with right of assembly, free speech, and National Guard. And we're gonna say no. West Indies got Typhus again. Evangelical Church. For a little bit of a side, little smackling of the budget, the Evangelical Church will help us get secret police. And it's gone to drafting now. Just a tiny amount. Your donation. All right. This is where we failed before. Quarantine. Or we could do fever sheds. Do fever sheds. Spore has arrived in the Netherlands to play his 3 main hits at our cathedrals, or I mean at our opera houses. An agitator has appeared. A rebel rouser of sorts. I don't like any of these guys. I like the jingoist. Central banking. Music brings people together. An ambassador asks if we could get him a ticket to the concert. No, you should have bought it ahead of time like everybody else. Riots against fever sheds. Alright, we get 1 infamy. And, disease of moral corruption. Is there a reason why typhus primarily affects criminals, prostitutes, and immoral soldiers? We've gone to voting on secret police. Oh, there's that little ding. Yeah, somebody talked about how sometimes they hear that. There it is. It was something that passed. Luxembourg attitude has improved towards us. Little Luxembourg. That's why you want Luxembourg right there. All right, revolutionaries are here. Concentrate defense of the cities. Chase them to the hills. We need to be better armed. Alright, we're gonna mobilize. You're going to promote. I'm going to raise the conscripts. Go to the border. I'm going to give them as much food and stuff as we can. We now have secret police. I'm gonna suppress labor. Good word of the revolution. We're going to contain the revolution here. Traveling composer has departed. Radicals at the gates. The secret police will provide a discreet solution. What we need right now is general staff. There we go. Arms. We need to get at them early. Take them out, demoralize them. We have yellow fever in Dutch Niger Delta. Unburied corpses in the Dutch West Indies. Right now we can only do mass graves because we don't have the money because we're fighting a civil war. Good win, men, good win. Typhus epidemic has gone away. Chile is improving relations. We definitely need messenger pigeons. Railways have been unlocked. Stirring radicalism. Friesland. We also have reserves right now. The lower taxes. We need railways. And we are now on railway time. Attack! Hungry 40s. We're gonna set up funds to try to combat it. We're gonna go ahead and bombard the ports of the rebels. I think we got it this time. We're looking good. As soon as they hit negative 100. Because we just defeated them here. There it is. Yellow fever affects plantations. All right. Well, this is a good place to stop as I have to work in the morning. We have won the Dutch Civil War of 1841. Got the sailor's sickness of yellow fever. Thank you, man. So we have passed where we were last time. And I'm gonna let a couple more of those hit. Do some logging camps in between. And some bananas, but yeah. Constitutional monarchy, King Orange, Nassau, still reigning as the government reacts to the Belgian rebellion and the springtime of the people by basically, let's see, it'd be 16. I don't know if this makes relations better with French, but we just got a charter for botanical study. I don't know if that means that we can get a botanist now. Naturalist. So anyway, so Thursday is when we'll be back at this playthrough, as we're using the mod Morgenröte as the base mod. We have a couple other mods on here too, a map mod, and then the map mod I adjusted for the font and stuff like that. So it's all in the description on YouTube. Remember guys, I'm on YouTube, TikTok, Twitch, Kick, and X live right now. You can follow on all those. If you stick around for the end of the stream, you can get the address where you can find me at all those places. Tomorrow night is College Hoops. Tomorrow night is College Hoops, and that's going to be really fun. We continue the Coach Hector Victoriano Penn State legacy. Also, for those that are sports enthusiasts, I did see the presentation of Madden and college football. I am looking into possibly purchasing it for PC, and but I'll talk more about that tomorrow night. Never fear, grand strategy people, because there will always be at least one night a week for you guys until March or February. So February to April is when we go full March Madness. There might be like a week here and there that we'll do like a full sports thing, but it won't be like as long as March Madness. So but yeah, so I'm looking into football. I have made no decision yet. It is $140 to get the MVP package to get both games. I'm interested, especially now that I have a computer that can play them. So we shall see. So we'll talk about it more tomorrow night. Tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Central. See you there, guys. Have a great, great day. Night. Stay strong. Stay sharp. Stay legendary. See ya.
Flag is symbolic of a living country and the government of, by, and for the people.
This concludes another broadcast day on the 7-Star General Multi-Stream on YouTube, TikTok, Twitch, and Kick.com. We thank you for joining us across games, chats, highlights, and the unpredictable moments that make this channel truly one of a kind. Whether you dropped in for the grind, stayed for the laughs, or simply vibed with the community, your presence means everything. The 7-Star General salutes viewers from every corner of the internet. Your loyalty, support, and hype fuel each stream, and together we continue to build something extraordinary. Until next time, keep your systems cool, your minds sharp, and your spirits even sharper. From all of us here at the 7-Star General channel, good night, stay strong, and stay legendary.